The Chicago Bears came into free agency with a full head of steam, and they looked to attack their biggest positional needs, and boy have they ever. They made 2 trades right out the gate, going for Joe Thuney from the Chiefs with a 4th-round pick, and then Jonah Jackson from the Rams with a 6th-round pick. And then, of course, added Drew Dolman at their center spot, basically rebuilding their entire interior of their offensive line. And while Jonah Jackson did have a down year, these are all pretty damn good players when they're at the top of their game. So really good job by Chicago to just straight up say, you know what, we want some guys that we know they're at least good. They're at minimum good, they're going to get the job done, and they have potential to be better than good. Instead of relying completely on some rookie linemen like they have in the past or some has-been linemen, they've got a couple of guys here that look like they can definitely get the job done. Now, looking at the rest of the team, it wasn't just the offensive line that was bad. There was guys that just weren't getting open. The scheme was pretty trash. They brought in Ben Johnson, and they're hoping that they can actually get a little bit of creativity into this offense and actually scheme some guys open. While Caleb Williams maybe held on to the ball too long, the offensive line didn't hold on to their blocks too long, and the receivers, once again, struggled to get open consistently. There was drops. It was a bad offense, simply put. Problem is, you go to the defensive side of the ball, and it's not much better. Pass rush, not great. Run block shedding, it was okay, but definitely not a great defense by any means. They got some pretty good DBs, but definitely need to go hard on the edge rush. I know that they spent some money here in free agency, but not a huge fan. Grady Jarrett, will he be healthy? Then Odengbo, I really don't love the contract, especially in Madden. I think it's a 3-year 48. This is just literally thrown away money. We got to replace him instantly. There's nothing we're going to be able to develop with him. But who knows? He is a finesse main, so maybe that archetype carries a little bit, perhaps. As far as the rest of the team goes, though, maybe an off-ball linebacker wouldn't hurt DT for the future. But for right now, they do have a serviceable roster where their cusp playoff team with the team they got right now, assuming injuries don't, occur and whatnot. And then, of course, they have their 1st-round pick, 2 second-round picks, 3rd-round pick, all that good stuff. I think the smartest thing for this Chicago Bears team to do for sure would be to attack the edge situation. But a lot of rumors of them going running back at top, in the top 10. So I think if Jeanty's there at 10, we're going to do it just for the sake of this rebuild. But once again, I think realistically the smartest move, probably go edge. All right, pick 10, we're hoping for Jeanty, if he's there. And if not Jeanty, we're hoping for edge rusher. We're just hoping that the game actually even moves along here. You have Ward at 1, Abdul Carter at 2, Michael Williams almost always at 3. I don't know what it is. Doesn't matter where you put him. They always take him for some reason. Then you have Will Campbell at 4. Okay. We literally just did a rebuild where Will Campbell went. We took him because we traded up, but he was there at 15. So that's kind of insane. Now I'm starting to worry that maybe Jeanty won't be there. All these edge rushers are gone too. Please don't do it, Saints. All right, they take Pierce. Damn, the edge went hard. Corner, quarterback, and edge. Obviously, you have Campbell there, but outside of that, it's pretty much all those guys. You have Judkins as well, who looks really, really good, top 5. But I think that for the sake of the rebuild, for the sake of what might happen in real life, what could be the most fun, but not as a Packers fan, definitely not the most fun as a Packers fan. Wow, Graham's there at 10, though. That is kind of insane. I think we're going to have no choice, especially with edge gone, but to take Ashton Jeanty. We're going to be taking a brand new running back. Hopefully he can carry this offense. True talent, number 1, hidden dev, 92 speed, 90 acceleration. There we go. We've got our guy. Mason Graham went 13, by the way. That's kind of crazy. A bunch of, kind of quantity rather than quality picks, which is really helpful for a team that's, kind of on the expensive side. And, that's the plan. As far as what we're going to do here, though, is going to go edge rusher. It's not my job to take guys like Mike Green or Shamar Stewart before pick 30. So at the end of the day, I'm going to go Mike Green, someone different. I haven't actually went Mike Green, I don't think. So that's where we're going to go. A, finesse. B, block shed. 63 true talent. Only normal dev, though. Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. And honestly, I think this is where I want Matthew Golden. I'm going to take Matthew Golden, pick 10 in the 2nd round. I think this is a good move. 67 true, hidden development trait. Got to replace Keenan. I know they got Zacchaeus, but I don't even know what the valuation is on that contract. But can't imagine they're like, yeah, that's our number 3 automatically. I think they're looking at bodies. They're looking at names still. What do you want to do in the third round, though, as we pretty much have nothing after this? Problem is the O-line, I know they're pretty much all trash at this point. A linebacker wouldn't hurt, though. Problem is, I know that Carter's like the guy, and we've just taken him recently enough, so it's like, I don't really want to do that again, do I? You know, we're going to someone different. Stutzman. I want Stutzman. He ran a 4.52. I'm going Stutzman. Normal dev. We're going to bump that to 88 speed, I think. We got ourselves an off-ball linebacker. I think that's the move. I was going to go Makuba, but that's fine. Do they actually have Kevin Byard still? I really hope so, because if not, then, I should have went safety. If E-Man Wari was there at 10 in the second, though, I definitely would have went with him. I wonder where he did go. He must have went, like, just before then. 6th-round pick. I go Pat Bryant so much. But, like, you know, you can only use the same draft class so many times without, you know, kind of running into this problem, right? Definitely would like to see some sort of lineman, too, but I don't love... I think Joshua Gray's, like, the one lineman I think is okay still here. I think they're all going to be bad, but we'll get a body in the O-line. Who knows? Normal dev, I mean, as expected. Into the 7th round for maybe our last draft pick. I like this draft class. Like I said, I think I would have went edge at 10 instead, and then went running back in the 2nd, but I think that's fine. I think we did a pretty good job here. Maybe could have went a little hard on the O-line, but we got most of the positional needs that we needed to solve fixed. Like, O-line depth would have been good, but I wanted to get some guys that we needed to start right away. So we have Jeanty, the 80 overall, mind you. Is he a superstar minimum, right? Got to be at least a superstar. Mike Green, I think, should probably be star dev, but I don't know if I'm going to force it. Superstar dev for Jeanty. Not sure what number to put him at, though, is the thing. I kind of want something in the 20s. 21's pretty cool. Then we, of course, have Mike Green. Once again, not a huge fan of this normal dev, but he is really good. So considering his finesse is that high, I'll just allow it. I'll just allow him to be, like, this good. But normal. Not sure what number I'm going to wear him here either. I don't know what that means, wear him, but sure. I guess something in the 50s. 52. I mean, it's been a little while. It's been a little while since he's been here. Matthew Golden, super fast player, 95 speed, 94 excel. Somewhat raw, but I think a really good fit in the slot, of course. And honestly, you could argue making him faster, but I think that's fine. 95 speed for a 4.29 it's about fine, right? I don't know what number to put him either, because everyone wants to wear number 2, apparently. Number 11's kind of sick, I suppose. But hey, Stutzman could be his number if he wants to be. Needs to be a little faster, though. We're going to be bumping him to 88 speed, like I said. And then the rest, who cares about it? I mean, I like the draft class. I think it's good. All right, here we are for the team for year 1. We're going to have the Lions offensive scheme for obvious reasons, and then I suppose the Saints defensive scheme for equally obvious reasons. This is what the team looks like. Jeanty is obviously the starter. I don't know why he's not there. But Golden, number 3, we got 3 pretty good, somewhat young wide receivers. Obviously, DJ Moore's not as young as he once was. O-line, I do worry about, though. Center, right guard for sure, and possibly left tackle might need to be replaced. And then Thuney sometimes retires at 34, so that's like 2 seasons if we're lucky. Tight end might be a replacement. D-line, we don't even know about Mike Green, let alone Grady Jarrett, Montez Sweat for sure. We have Kyler Gordon in the number 2 spot, even though he definitely should be in the slot just because he's significantly better than Tyreek Stevenson, and man, that Hail Mary. Linebacker, Stutzman hopefully wins Rookie of the Year. Brisker looks like a solid long-term safety, but yeah, they're still, while I think this is an okay team, and in real life they look like they have serviceable, good starters at pretty much every position, Madden's a different story. There's a lot of guys that are guaranteed to fail. Grady Jarrett could reprise his old self and become goated again. Madden, never. So, got to put that Madden twist into it, which is also a super L of a twist, mind you. Re-signings, Jaquan Brisker, yes. Kyler Gordon, yes. Braxton Jones, might have no choice. Thuney, obviously. Edwards, possibly. Grady Jarrett, I thought I already did the contract. I guess not. The fact that he's actually cheaper here is in real life is kind of crazy. Zacchaeus, I don't know what the contract is. You would assume a 1 year, so I'm just going to let him go. But we should be able to handle this. I think we'll be fine, right? Hopefully. I imagine. Brisker, 3-year. Was it a 3-year? I think it was a 3-year. Kyler Gordon will do a 4 minimum. Maybe should just do a 5-year and hope he gets a superstar, but that's fine. 4-year deal. Braxton Jones. I mean, it's not a terrible contract. It's just don't love the overall and the age, but sure, why not? Joe Thuney, minimum 2-year deal. I don't even know if they extend him in real life or what's the story, but of course he's just on the fence. Edwards, I would not like to do more than a year, though. So if he wants to do a 1-year 12, which is actually pretty good, I'd do it. He does it. Sweet. And then Grady Jarrett, obviously, will have to extend it right now, which puts us right up against it, I believe, actually. Well, this would be pretty disappointing. I'd be honest. Bears fans would be, it happened again. It happened again. We fell for the hype. It happened again. Not to say that this is going to happen in real life, obviously. I would suspect better, but who honestly knows? Yeah, just a bunch of losses. Just really disappointing stuff. Team is definitely improved, but they're not playing improved. And a lot of that probably is due to the fact that the scheme is what it is. I'm not saying the Lions scheme is bad in game, but I'll just put it this way. The Lions are a really good roster in game, yet they never win the Super Bowl. You put 2 and 2 together. You make the connections you need to make. How many times have you seen the Lions win a Super Bowl in our rebuilds? And that's before they lose their players. Oh my God, this pass rush was horrible too. Oh my Lord, maybe Stutzman won Rookie of the Year with 3 interceptions. I don't know, but this season was dog awful. Like, this is actually just horrible. Stutzman did win Rookie of the Year, but that's literally all we're going to have. Like, I mean, where's Jeanty on the Offensive Rookie of the Year list? Number 2, but even that is suspect. I don't even know. That would be like a, whoa, he's a bust. Like that, being that bad, 900 yards, 3.6 yards per carry for him, no matter how bad the line is, you're like, whoa, this guy could be a bust. That's how bad that is. And I'm glad we're living it. Could be a quick change of scheme. I don't know what team we're going to use, but man, that Lions scheme was horrible. Like, when do you see the Lions win a Super Bowl? When? Because I never do. It is very rare. And they have a really good roster, top 3 in the game. Yet they never win one. 11-6 here. I mean, what do their playoff schedule look like? What do they even do? Let's take a look at what they did in the playoffs, if anything. They won by 4 in the wild card. They won in the divisional round. They lost to the Vikings by 6 in the championship. Even that is further than I usually see them go. But we have some storylines. First, we'll take a look at our dev-ups, which should realistically be none. Maybe we got lucky with Odunze. We did. Okay. Wow. Okay, so Caleb had that bad of a season. I actually put our XP sliders on 130 because I was like, yeah, X Factor quarterback, that's going to be a problem if I put him at 150 like normal. Still goes up. X Factor is just an automatic dub. Get an X Factor, you're automatically goated. I actually can't believe he's this high of an overall already. Once again, I get it. He's an X Factor, but broke season record for... Oh, did he break the team record for stuff? That could actually explain a little bit more of it. Yeah, he got some extra XP for breaking team awards as well, so being on a mid-franchise at quarterback is definitely helping him out. I know I'm a Packers fan. He's talking crap about the Bears. The Bears are a mid-franchise when it comes historically to quarterback. If we're talking running backs now, okay, yeah, we're talking some of the greatest of all time. But yeah, quarterback, no. Sorry. Cole Kmet, Superstar Dev. Don't know where this came from. We'll take it. Freebie. We're winning. We're on the up and up. We're on the come up. Don't worry about it. Defensively, anything. Not even freaking green. But Stutzman. He is a superstar. No one else goes up in dev. But Stutzman, that's a good dev up. 81 overall for the Rookie of the Year. That's fair enough. Wish his coverage would actually go up because he is literally useless. But, hey, fast, superstar dev, best linebacker on the team. Might even put him middle linebacker next year, which, I mean, it's kind of fitting, right? It's like an Edmonds type with that 6'4", 241 frame. So, get him in that field general role maybe, get those upgrades to get the man coverage. I don't know. But I will say this team probably could be pretty damn good next season as they do have a really high overall quarterback now, which, once again, even at base, I think he's putting up numbers. And the thing is, if I keep it at base, the other teams of quarterbacks that aren't X Factor, they're going to dev up even slower. So, arguably, you can make the argument. We actually have Braxton Jones for a 3-year. I'm actually going to choose Braxton. I know, that's crazy to talk, but it is what we're doing. But, yeah, you could argue that putting him at 100% because Caleb's going to develop no matter what is actually even better for us because the competition's going to be bad. Whereas this is kind of like a all tides float boats. You know that old classic saying, obviously. A rising tide lifts all boats, whatever the hell it's called. I don't freaking know, but you get it. The whole thing the rich people told us or whatever. But Mike Green, I want Mike Green to work out, and I don't think Sweat will. So that's my thought process. Pretty high draft pick, looking to replace Sweat already. That's the play. All right, we have fifth-year options. If it wasn't so expensive, I would have done this because he's red interest. It might be hard to get him back next year, but yeah, he's red interest, so no thank you. I don't even see what kind of retirements we might have had. Like, who the freak hell knows? I mean, I've seen Thuney retire pretty quickly. Like, when's if he actually already retired? Let's go to the Bears. We see none of that. Okay, fair enough. Thankfully, Thuney didn't go or anything like that. Let's go to free agency. I think we've taken care of all those free agents, or, pending free agents we've wanted to. Did the Vikings actually win this Super Bowl over the Bengals? That'd be very interesting. They did. The 8-9 interdivisional Vikings just won the Super Bowl. Wow. Fantastic. $38 million. We might be able to save some money by releasing someone as well. We're going to pay attention to free agency. Jameson Williams, wide receiver is not a problem. We already have our own sort of Jameson Williams and Matthew Golden. Offensive line. I don't think you're going to find something you want here. I mean, we need a pass rusher. I'd pay money for a pass rusher. We don't have that here in free agency, though. Don't even have the money for one either. We barely would. I think we're saving money in free agency. Safety, maybe? Safety? Petrie, I mean, he's okay. Once again, you're looking at a guy whose ceiling is peaked out already. I'm not really a huge fan of it, but I'll put the offer on. Why not? Corner, you could use an upgrade, but really would be getting Fuller just so we can put Kyler Gordon back in the slot, which, I mean, for Madden, I don't think you'd really need to worry about that. Za'Darius Smith, I don't know if that is a great fit for this team. O-line's a couple of upgrades, but they're not significant enough. We'll go Petrie if we get him, sweet. If not, sweet. Whatever happens, happens. And we don't get him. Probably a pretty similar contract to what we offered. Goes to the Saints instead. So in case I can't actually recover the file because my Elgato had a blip the moment I was finished rendering something, I lost like a full season. Not much missed though. We went 2-15. The first pick overall. I traded it to the Raiders. You got pick 15 and Max Crosby. We drafted some random players. I only just noticed it now, by the way, but Joe Thuney retired at 34. Always does it to me. He'll be in the league till 40 if he's not on our roster. This is what the team looks like. Allegretti at left guard, mind you. The offense does look pretty good. We added a new wide receiver in Pritchard. He is a, hidden development trait, high potential guy. Hoping for the best. If not, we're wasting DJ Moore, just like we're absolutely wasting Golden. We could have just not drafted wide receivers. Just like, what do we need, Like, tight end, Cole Kmet's an 86 overall X Factor. He can play another couple years. Carmichael, the DT. Wood, the middle linebacker. I mean, there's not a whole lot we needed that we could have drafted to upgrade, so I don't hate the wide receiver pick. And, of course, I don't hate Max Crosby. 30 years old now, sick of losing, about to join a real winner at 2-15. Who would have thought? We go to the Packers scheme and we start winning games, about $60 million per year for Mr. Calab. I don't know why I call him Caleb like that, but sure. 7-year deal, why not just do the whole damn thing? Odunze, about $20 million per. Same situation. Regression does hit pretty hard, so we're only going to do 5 till he's 30. We won't see it anyway, so I'm not really worried about it. We do 5 years max. Any higher than 5, not only would the video be way too long, but also it's not even, in my opinion, really a rebuild at that point anymore. It's like, you give the AI that many years, they can turn the team around. So, I mean, we should easily do it by then. Darnell Wright actually has interest for us this year. And then Cole Kmet, I would do a 1 year. A 1 year 14 is pretty good for both sides, right? Yeah. $32 million left over. I don't know when Austin Booker got to start. Once again, another random dev up that just showed up. He didn't play. I mean, maybe he got tackles for losses backup. I don't know. But everyone else is going to be a free agent. As far as future, Ashton Jeanty, that should be fine. Mike Green, not a draft pick that worked out for us, unfortunately. 11-6 going against the Saints. Definitely a little bit of a drop-off because we had like an 8-2 season, so we must have lost some games in the second half of the year. 2 losses there, another loss. Yeah, I mean, about 3-4 to finish the season out. So, yeah, not the best, but still good enough to make the playoffs. Is really all that matters after going 2-15. Literally 2-15. That's so bad. At one point, I think we were like 0-11. Once again, maybe you'll see it. I don't know if I'll be able to convert the file or restore it, whatever. But Caleb Williams, not a great year in the Packers scheme, though, but they made the playoffs. I'm not going to complain. Jeanty was really good. Pritchard, that's Rookie of the Year. Odunze was solid. Moore was okay. I suppose in the slot, that's actually pretty good yards per attempt, or, almost 14 yards per catch. Cole Kmet, why did we pay him again? Of course, it's the scheme, but still. Carmichael, the rookie, could be Rookie of the Year on offense and defense. Max Crosby, we were scammed by the Raiders. Smiley was better than him. That's actually kind of crazy. Santos missed 3 kicks, but 2 were blocked. Could be on his fault, though. I mean, we know the Bears, they love kicking. Santos loves kicking that ball short. Joe Burrow wins MVP. Pritchard wins Rookie of the Year. Carmichael wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. And all is right in the world. Unless you're a Raiders fan at this point. You're like, why did you steal Max Crosby? Give me back. Going to the end of the game. 3-0. Still 3-0. Still 3-0. 3-0. 3-0. 10-0. Okay, it's bad that a score just happened because we're getting cooked. 0 points. Oh my God, we finally got on the board. I mean, it's not over. We're driving down the field. It could be a touchdown here. It could be a 3-point game, and it will be. 9 minutes left. The defense deserves a medal. Win or lose, they deserve something. I mean, you got to punt it there. Oh, touchback. 3rd and 3. They get the conversion. 3rd and 9. You got to stop them. They do stop them. You just need a field goal, and instead, they throw a pick 6. Do you know how rare a sim pick 6 is? We've seen so many turnovers, and it's very rare to see a pick 6 on one. And yeah, that's exactly what we see. I mean, I'm not trying to trash on Caleb because I've actually defended Caleb quite a bit as a Packers fan because I feel like, yeah, there's some throwing holding the ball too long, but just like with Rodgers, near the end of his Packers career, when you don't trust your receivers, your line is, Packers line is better than the Bears line was, but when you don't trust your receivers be where they're supposed to be, and, they're not open consistently, that ball's going to be held on longer, because what are you supposed to do? Anticipate a route that almost never gets delivered, but at the same time, I will say, this is the worst performance, regular season and playoffs, I have seen in the Packers scheme with a 90-plus overall quarterback. Like, there is genuinely no excuse for being this bad. Like, it's the Saints defense, dude. If it's the Bills, okay. The Bills are goated in sim for some reason. They're literally unbeatable. But the Saints, that's kind of absurd. I don't know. Hopefully we can turn it around next year when we head to year 4. As because we lose, the Niners and Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. Look what's happened. Look what's happened, League. You don't let us in the freaking Super Bowl, and this is what happens. You get the same rematch you've seen a million times. Question is, will we see the same result we've seen a million times? A year 4 Super Bowl. I mean, it's been a while since, I guess it hasn't been a while since we've not won one. We literally had a rebuild the other day where we just didn't win one at all. DevOps, Pritchard, Superstar Devs, 85 overall. Jeanty, 93 overall X Factor. That's what I'm talking about, baby. For a while there, I'm going to be honest, I really did not think he was going to get it done. Really did not expect it. DJ Moore, I think, even at this point, is going to be pretty costly to trade. I don't know, you actually save a lot of money. So we actually did pretty well here. Maybe a year early, but we got another better than DJ Moore, just kind of similar overall, without really having to worry about it, right? Like, we're already kind of moving on from DJ Moore. We're going to get a pretty good draft pick off of him. Everything's fine in the world, right? Defensively, Carmichael, Superstar Dev, already an 86 overall. We know what happens when you don't get those Rookie of the Year wins, but thankfully here today, we've actually kind of hit them a little bit, which is awesome. We do need some players, though. We're not just completely ready to go. We should win every game, so we'll definitely have to get on that in the offseason here. But yeah, not a bad season. You got that 11-6, regular season, but then terrible playoffs. A couple of dev ups here, though, and Caleb's smiling as if we did something. All right, so we have 5th-year options, and obviously an 8.64 mil 5th year for a 93 overall. I've got to take that. Running backs are one of those positions that do make a little more sense, I will admit, for that 5th year, so that is A-okay in my book. We're going to replace the kicker. Might even trade off Mike Green. We'll see. Might trade off Mike Green. Definitely trading off DJ Moore. Almost called him AJ Moore. See what we can do for year 4. I mean, we're built right around what I would expect to be. Maybe even a little bit lower. But that's just from the lack of wins. 2-15 is going to do it to you. I'm really hoping I can recover that file and put it in there. Jahmyr Gibbs. Lassiter is an interesting name. Yes, Johnson's getting a bit older. But I think he's still got a little bit left in him. I think he's got enough left in him to finish his rebuild, so I'm not going to worry about it. Free agency, what would we even need? A lineman? Don't know if there's going to be a lineman here. Usually get the linemen. They're older, yes, I'll admit, but usually get those lineman classes pretty early on, and then it's just mid from here on out. Ooh, BB could definitely play guard. And he's a superstar. This actually could be pretty clutch. I'm going to do what I can to make him ours. And that's about as good as you're going to get. Hey, finally we get somebody. For whatever reason, I mean, it just doesn't matter usually. They're just like, oh yeah, 5-bar, green interest. Everyone seems happy. We're taking the offer that's 25% worse for a team that's even worse. Sorry. Like, that's usually what happens. But it works out here. Sweat's still an 81 overall, so I don't want to hear anything about him not being fairly traded. Which, I don't even know what year that was. Maybe you missed that too. But either way, we got ourselves a brand new left guard. We're going to look at what we need for the future, in case, you know, there's some re-signings we can't pull off, and maybe make a trade for a player instead. Who knows? So tight end, I think you're probably going to look for a new tight end. Oh, safety, absolutely. Maybe even like right now, because the savings are about the same as the penalty, so you could trade him for basically a net nothing. Lineman for sure, so a lot of O-line, which I did focus our scouting on, thankfully. Off-ball Stutzman's already needing a contract. Man, this rebuild is flown by, dude. All right, so I'm not sure what we're going to do here. Stutzman, I've been wanting to put a middle linebacker for a while, so I think I'm going to do that. I think it costs no matter, you know, the same amount no matter what, but at least, you know, I kind of feel like we get that Terrell vibe. Not Terrell. Tremaine. The other Edmund. All right, grab this wood, move this wood over to the left. Oh, I really, really want to make this trade, but that's not fair, dude. They would probably not want him back because it's, like, awkward as hell, but Winston's definitely worth more, right? I need to find a trade partner that is fair. And also, why would the Titans trade a wide receiver for a wide receiver? We're just going to get pick 41 off him. 31 years old. DJ Moore he's right up there, but he's still pretty good. We're now, of course, in the draft. You probably heard the screaming in the background while we were doing the damn trade. 23, looking at probably a safety. I'm going to end up keeping Mike Green just for the backup. Ooh, McCullough. I like both these safeties too, though. 4-4-5, looking pretty good. Mr. Brett Graham. I'm feeling normal, though, which I don't love that feeling. 24 true. I was wrong. All right, we're set. McCullough might still be someone we take because Johnson's not getting any younger. I mean, the old leathery Johnson. Oh, McCullough went one pick, dude. Oh, that's crazy. All right, you can see that, you know, you're not always guaranteed that slot, even if it's like, oh, well, it's 2 to 3. Clearly, he'll be there for a while. Nope, not going to be the case. See, right, I don't like him. I don't like him at all. I thought maybe I skipped over a guy, actually, because the guy I had after him was actually pretty decent, and then it drops off, I'm pretty sure. Do we have any safeties here that can play corner? I mean, we'd be future-proofing a position that might not ever need to be... Well, not ever, but while we're here, need to be future-proof. So, yeah, I'm not really feeling that. What about Baldwin? I know he's got that man coverage. He's really slow. You're really just banking on, like, is that a superstar type? He's 6'2", so I wouldn't really bet on it. Let's trade down, I guess. I really... You know what? We've got a lot of picks. Let's take one of the safeties. Even if they're not a starter at any position... Backup safety for 4 years if they're good. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. And actually, this guy is, well, he's kind of slow for a corner, but slot corner minimum, if that's the worst case, 35 true. Hidden depth, wow, that is a guy I really thought was going to be like 75 normal. Not bad. Actually, not bad at all. Now we're maybe looking into the third round. I'm not too worried. I would take someone here if I like him. Could use a linebacker, so maybe we will trade down. Let's get a little bit of value so we can trade up from 23. All right, getting a 4th-round pick from the Colts. Probably use that 4th-round pick to move from 23 to, I don't know, maybe just go right back-to-back. Could use a linebacker. Could definitely use a lineman. Multiple linemen, to be fair. So we're definitely going to go for Grant here. He's around 1. Pure pass blocker. If he's normal dev, I'd be genuinely surprised. And yeah, I mean, it's usually the super pass blockers that are usually pretty good. Well, here's what it took to trade up. We used that 4th-round pick that we got from going down to go back up and grab a linebacker, I imagine. Once again, positions. This Kelly guy's still here, actually. Hold on a minute. Scotty Kelly, 30 true, hidden dev. I mean, linebacker is really just kind of like if we can't afford Stutzman. Whereas tight end's like, I don't really want Cole Kmet anymore. He's just regressing, and he's expensive. Stutzman's at least going up, and he's expensive. So let's go down a little bit here. We got one lineman. We need more linemen down the line. We did get a lineman this offseason, so actually maybe we're chilling. Might want a linebacker, though, so we'll probably trade up for a linebacker, but O-line, I think we're fine, right? Like, you have a replacement for Dahlman with the guy we just drafted. Wright's on the team for another 2 seasons, 3 seasons, I think, even, and then Braxton, I don't know what his contract's like, but you're only looking at, like, 1 more lineman needed after this at best. So, yeah, we're chilling there, and then safety, we just got one. Could even trade Brisker off. Backup edge is great. DT maybe could work on, but that's a backup situation anyways. Yeah, we'll go for, I'm glad we took the tight end, but we'll go for a linebacker and call it a draft. We traded all this to move to 80, which will be a linebacker, Mr. Matthews. Stewart's one of the guys on my list too, but you already know that we're going to go pure middle linebacker every time we can because, well, they just have the most versatility. Usually they got a little bit of man, a little bit of zone, a little bit of block shed, and usually a little bit of hidden dev, which he does have. Change direction's low, but he looks great. Great pick. This is a good draft again. I mean, we've been really killing the draft. Even the user class, you know, the real life class, we've been doing a little bit better. Some of those ones we've had some real stinkers, let me tell you. But this, even, you know, lately we've been killing those as well, doing pretty well. Even taking new players like Mike Green. I know that really wasn't a great pick for us, so maybe a pretty bad example, but still fitting. Good player. Just didn't really work out for us. We went kicker 105, true talent, normal dev. Usually this doesn't work out for us, but hey, we're in it. 75 overall, 74 overall, 75 overall, 74 overall, 73 overall. Both safeties were hidden, right? Yeah, because one was like a corner. We were like, hey, maybe it'll be a slot corner for us. Great zone coverage, automatic starter at strong safety. Brisker will stick around, though. I mean, I don't really need the draft capital from those players, and I know it kills some of you guys. And I mean, technically it kills me inside, because like, I get it, I know. If I'm trying to cheese, we used to do fantasy rebuilds all the time. If I'm trying to cheese, I get it. I can get good value every time. Maybe we do throw a couple of fantasy rebuilds in there every once in a while. Sometimes we do for, like, challenge rebuilds. But maybe we throw a couple in there just to be like, yeah, this is how you cheese it. But for this one, I don't need to. I think the depth is pretty sick to have on its own. And then what the hell is Cam Grant going to do? He actually does kind of fit as a center, so that'll be the center going forward. If we lose Dahlman, which I imagine we will, that'll be the guy. Then I think we're kind of chilling, right? Linebacker, we'll probably never use. Oh, tight end. That'll be our next season tight end, I suppose. Scotty Kelly. A lot of times I take a tight end before I got our actual starter is gone. I end up signing them for an extra year, and then they get wasted. Hope that's not the case here, but it looks pretty good to me. Scotty Kelly. And then we have Mr. Quincy Matthews. Very good hit power, pretty balanced like we talked about. Don't know if we'll ever play, but if Stutzman we can't afford, we've got a backup plan. That's the whole point of this. Drafts get a little easier as it goes on because, you're kind of focused in on the future rather than worrying about, I got to get a new starter. Is it going to be the year 4 Magic, or is it going to be my secret hate for the Bears that I'm going to make it where they go 5 years, no Super Bowl win at all? We'll find out. The team looks pretty good, though. But, yeah, I will say maybe at some point we should have looked for a different corner and then just relegated or just moved, Kyler down to the slot again. But now we got a slot corner that's even more slotty. I don't know. He's real slotty. He's like 5'9". He's a safety. We got him all over the place. The team looks good. It's 90 overall. Problem is we're not really playing well in the playoffs, and hell, we got to first get there, which we struggle with that too. Ooh, I don't love seeing that. I do not love seeing Super Bowl favorite's fine, but warm weather state, Illinois. I mean, the Midwest kind of gets crazy during the summer, sort of. I guess during the football years, it gets pretty cold. Yeah, if I'm making an argument that Illinois is like all right warm weather, then your actual warm weather are basically the sun. Matthew Golden, kind of expensive, but under 10 per year. I think he could be a long-term guy for us, so that's why I'm going to pay him. Cole Kmet could be re-signed. I don't know if we will. Brisker, definitely not. Braxton, I think we're going to move on. We're going to save some money. Dahlman, I think we're going to save some money there as well, and then the rest are kind of backups. I don't hate Mike Green, but I can't do it, dude. I just can't. $59 million, we got to pay Smiley. We actually can. When I say you can't, we genuinely can. I just don't want to. We're in the playoffs. We have a 13-4 season. We have the bye week. Pretty good stuff. I'd imagine we finished pretty damn well. We were like 7-2 at one point, so 13-4, pretty much on par the whole season there. Not bad. A little bit of a win streak, 5 straight wins. Definitely doesn't make me feel great. You got to win 3 more. That's an 8-win streak. That's winning half the season pretty much. Caleb, it's a good season, but once again, with the Packers scheme, I expect a little more than that, especially with how good he is. Jeanty, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, pretty good season. Receivers, got him all over the place. I had Golden as the number 1 guy in the slot because I'm like, okay, well, Pritchard and Odunze are pretty much developed, so let's play Golden where I'd be playing him, which is the slot. And I don't know if that really paid off for us, but we made the playoffs 13-4, so maybe it did. Offensive line, Jones wasn't great, but everyone else, including Wright, was. Pass rush, Max Crosby still being outdone by Spencer Smiley, but 14 sacks, 13 sacks for the edge is great. Carmichael, definitely not as good this year. Picks, pretty tame. Kicking from the rookie was horrible. I'm honestly half tempted to, get a kicker now before we lose the freaking run because of him. Lamar Jackson is your league MVP. Award wins? Oh, Graham was number 2. That would have been a huge dev up. Damn, that kind of sucks. O-line, Cam Grant, the backup center. I mean, we've had a couple of close calls, and we're like, well, that wouldn't have been deserved anyways. Well, not deserved this time, but I ain't gonna stop it. That is fantastic. Any kickers? Damn, we got, no kickers. I guess we're just rolling with them. Where do all the kickers go, though? There's so many, and then I guess they all just get signed, backups even. It feels like there's enough kickers in free agency to, fill every single team. Is every single team need a free kicker, and they wait till the offseason's, almost over? I guess so. We got Seattle here, though. We just did a rebuild for them. Ooh, they got an X-Factor quarterback named Myers. That is not good. I wish it was Darnold. I'm over here thinking, yeah, we should, keep Darnold, use him. It's more realistic that way. The AI's like, hell no, we're getting rid of him immediately. I understand it. I see the vision. 19-7, not a great half, but there's a huge touchdown. We do get a stop, but it looks like they're going to be getting the ball with basically a free field position. We got a pick. Touchdown, 2-point. It's all tied up. 22-all is a wild score, by the way. 3rd and 2. Come on, get a stop. I don't love it. 4th and 3. 4 minutes left. A touchdown gives you the lead. Huge play there, and then you lose a bunch. 4th and 4. Oh, man. I honestly, don't trust myself. I'd rather have the AI do this. I think they can do it. Oh, I didn't even think about the field goal. Smarter than me. I would have went for that. They go to overtime. All right, get a stop. Come on. Come on, defense. There you go. From the 0-3, though. Could be a safety. No shot, dude. Another first-round loss. That's so bad. Caleb is selling. Jeanty's not doing any better, though. 1.8 yards per carry. I don't know what to do here. The Packers are my, ace in the sleeve. If the Packers offense doesn't work for me, I'm done for. I'm sorry, boss. It's Jover. I have no idea how to fix this. I mean, even the Chiefs scheme, I guess we're going Chiefs scheme. That's the only other scheme that I can think of that's the scheme. But we ran it for half a season, and which hopefully I once again recovered that footage. 2-15 season, we were 0-11. I went to the Chiefs. We won 2 games to finish the year, so it's not like it really does much better. So this could be a failed rebuild. I mean, we've had a few of those. I'll be honest. We've had a few of those, unfortunately. Hopefully that's not going to be the case here. Would also be another failed one, by the way, in the division. I really have an agenda, don't I? I'm just a Packers fan that is salty that the NFC North is getting too good for them, and I'm just purposely making them lose, obviously. That does suck, though. No way the Seahawks are actually in the Super Bowl, dude. If they win, how many years did it take us the other Seahawks won? It might have been year 4 as well. Did they win won the same year I did? That'd be kind of crazy. I'm as good as the AI. Yay, that's really awesome. Nope, they lost. Suck it. The Browns just beat you. You just got massaged, mofo. I don't know if that's his new catchphrase or not, but offensively, nothing changes. Cole Kmet's actually still pretty good at 88 overall. I don't know if he's regressed yet or not. Defensively, Foreman was a reigning superstar, right? I think he was. Was he? He was not. Okay, that's awesome. Superstar dev for him. Might have been a dev up for one of the linebackers. Wood, I think, was only star. I could be wrong here again, though, because my memory's gone. Patriots franchise did it a lot as well. You know, especially with regression on. Oh, it was a nightmare. I didn't remember who was coming or going at that rate. The cornerback's still not really going up. I mean, now, this might be a year where we throw caution to the wind and just trade for a proven corner, put Kyler back in the slot, maybe? I don't know, because realistically here, this is the final season no matter what, and we have not done anything. We've done nothing. Looking at retirements, a bunch of mentors, obviously, but do you not just trade them all? I'm honestly thinking about trading all our draft picks for, like, a goated corner. Like, we've already kind of have our team future-proofed. Call me crazy. I don't know. I feel like that's the move. Cole Kmet, especially since, you know, we're only doing one more year. If I have the tag him, I will, so I'm not too worried about the cost. So we'll do a 1 year 16. He takes it, but it probably would have been that, and maybe even a little bit more, if not. Braxton Jones. I'm just hoping there's a better free agent left tackle in there. And then Mike Green. Honestly, I'm going to re-sign him to a 1 year if I can, just to get him as trade bait, honestly. And if we don't trade him, hey, that's a good backup. I can live with that price. But yeah, we're going to not do the 5th year option, and we're going to head to free agency looking for one left tackle. This is the portion of the rebuild where we go off the rails trying to win a Super Bowl, and it doesn't work, and we just cripple the team down the line. Oh my lord! Look at these names! Joe Alt is kind of the GOAT, though. Joe Alt is like the perfect Madden player. I really like... I don't wish him the worst, but I kind of wish he'd, you know, chill a little bit and not be a superstar, so then I can make an argument to trade for him because he's like 6'9". He's a beast. I would love a 6'9" fast tackle on the team. So, you know, in a league that I'm actually playing in, this could be tough. Is there a more not a proven option, but a safer option? Braxton Jones, I guess, if you want to back. Let's just hope we get Joe out, which we won't get him. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. He joins the Cardinals. The way we choke, though, I don't even blame him, even though Cardinals are way too bad for him to actually join, but still better than us, I think. I still just don't trust us. Spencer Brown, you want to play... What the hell did I just do? You want to play left tackle for us? We're just looking for a 1 year option. You know, we'll draft a replacement. Don't worry about it. 1 year, 21.5. Hopefully that's enough. He joins us. All right, brand new left tackle. Massive man as well. 6'8", lot of speed. Good to see him develop. You know, he was like a 75 overall, 24, 25-year-old normal dev for a while. Still normal dev, but at least he's a good overall now. 1, 2, 3, and 7 from Morrison, who was just paid, mind you. Super realistic move. Obviously, they would trade a guy that they've locked up long-term. That's obviously how that works. Although I will say that Jair has been trying to get out of Green Bay for a while now, and he really doesn't have any leverage, and yet he's been trying to get out, and, you know, he was on like a 3-year deal. He's still got 2 years right now. At this point, though, there's no point in us doing the draft. Let's just skip it, save some time. Everyone can just, you know, we can all get on with our day a little bit sooner today. It's really not the case. It's just I don't want to trade for a brand new set of draft picks when you know, we only have a 4th and a 7th. If we had like even 1/3, I would do it, but we don't even have that, so... Let's just get rid of these draft picks, forget this draft, and just hope that we've got a stacked enough squad to win it. This is the best I can think. Anything else, I mean, like, I don't know how we get a better team than this. We've future-proofed well. We've developed all the right players. We just need to see it put pen to paper. Win a damn Super Bowl. Win a damn playoff game, actually. How about that? We're Ramsing this without the first round, well, the Stafford trade. We're Ramsing this. We're like, hey, we're going to trade for some proven talent, put us over the edge, we'll win a Super Bowl, and then we're going to fall into just nothingness void for a couple of years. Draft recap, let's see who was there. We obviously had nobody. Top-tier player, cornerback. I mean, we're getting to pick 2 overall, and our guy's 90 overall or 89 overall. Start Ev, but looks great to me. She's very beautiful to me. I can't remember that meme at all. I think I just cringed at everyone. There's only one man that can save us. You've been massaged. All right, here we are. The final season. I don't see how we can get this team better, as we're probably about to go broke soon. Some of these guys that are on rookie deals are probably going to be coming off of them soon, and that'll be a GG. We're playing, you know, linemen and linebackers. Usually we don't do that, so I'm honestly surprised. I think we're just being saved by that. The Raiders taking a bit of Crosby's hit and Morrison, you know, from the Buccaneers and whatnot. But, yeah, this is the final year. Chiefs playbook. Let's see if we got it. $101 million. Jeanty needs a contract. Langford, the guard, needs a contract. Smiley, that's pretty cheap, actually. Foreman, not bad. Jalen to Komet, looks like he's going to be gone. Boston's 100% gone. Komet might be gone along with him. Like some linemen there. I mean, it's not terrible. Problem is you got Pritchard next season, so... I mean, I think you can kind of get away with this. Problem is, Jeanty actually wants a load of money. Yeah, we didn't, believe it or not, we did not change the income tax rules. We'll say a league favorite for Super Bowl. We are like 8-2 right now, so don't know why that's not a little bit stronger, but sure, Langford, can't lose all your linemen, and he's a pretty cheap player for Superstar Devs specifically, so got to keep him. Smiley, we'll do a 6-year deal. I'm liking it. Really good players, been putting up some double-digiters. And then Foreman, I think you can afford as well. The rest, though, I think, these are guys that you want to replace. You got to keep the money for Pritchard. Johnson, maybe you pay as well. But outside of Johnson, I think you let them all go. And you make way for Pritchard if you can. All right, we're in the playoffs no matter what. But if we win this game, we might be able to knock the Vikings out. They actually won a Super Bowl 8 and 9 in this rebuild. So, yeah, I would definitely prefer us to win this and not have them in. Then again, who knows who we're letting in. And, of course, we lose. Of course we lose. Not only that, but we also lost a chance at the bye week. It seems like Detroit, if we would have won, Detroit would have been in. And honestly, Detroit's scheme seems a little bit worse. We've seen the Vikings win an 8-9 Super Bowl. I have not seen the freaking Lions do that. But let's take a look at our win totals. Not a great middle. But overall, I mean, obviously won 12 games. Great season. Bye week last year didn't get us a Super Bowl win. Didn't even get a playoff win. So I'm not going to be like, oh, well, it's over now. Caleb was okay. Jeanty was horrible. Yeah, this Chiefs scheme is cooked. That was useless. Spencer Brown was bad. Smiley's been great this whole time. Max Crosby, now I really regret that move. Because not only has he played really poorly, but, like, I've been the entire time thinking, man, that really wasn't the most realistic move. Like, yeah, once again, Khalil Mack was traded and whatnot, but, it's just like, is it really going to happen again? And if it does, would he really go to a 2-15 team? It is what it is. We made the trade. Pick 1 overall is quite enticing, believe it or not. Regardless, though, the Cowboys, 9-8. If we lose to the Cowboys, man, that would be the ultimate L. We're a 95 overall. We can do nothing more. We've made some pretty damn borderline unrealistic trades to try and win a Super Bowl, and yet it has not come to fruition. 13-7. Halftime score of 20-14. Cowboys get another field goal in there. We're only up by 3. Second half, they are not leading because we get a stop. Offense is just doing what it does, which is nothing. 23-20. Cowboys trying to walk off. They almost do. And honestly, I would not go for anything. Another overtime. How many overtime games have we been in this rebuild? We do give up a field goal. We give up a sack. It's like 4th and 14, rebuild on the entire line. We might win 0 playoff games, dude. Are you kidding me? Cole Kmet, I mean, you got to break a tackle. Oh, look at him go! What a hero! Oh, my. Can we please win a playoff game? I can't believe he actually did that. Literally, the game's on the line there. Oh, my God, this team, dude. Another 4th and 14. You've got to be kidding me. How are they this bad? Cole Kmet again. He's a hero. Build the statue. Come on, Chicago. Like, you've got to be kidding me. They lose. They actually lose. There's no effing way this game is not a free game, dude. This game should literally be free to play. It should not be free to play. They should be pay to play, as in they pay us to play this crap. Are you kidding me? We're the best team in the league and we can't win a damn playoff game, dude. Are you serious? What even happened in that final quarter? Was it a pick? Where the hell do I see that again? Highlights. Intercepted by Overshown at the 13-yard line. That's crazy. I'm done. I mean, that's peak. That's peak. The team is peaked. You can't win it with the Chiefs playbook. You can't win it with the Packers playbook. The team's only going to get worse from here. It's peak. It's over. Am I just like the unluckiest person ever? Is that what it is? That might be what it is. 9-8. 95 overall. Screw it. We're going to do another season. We only have $24 million. So, I mean, the cutoff point was true, but I couldn't recover the year 2 file that glitched out on me. And yeah, we're technically missing a season anyway. So, Pritchard, 5th year, I mean, we're going to lose him. We lost Cole Kmet. We're losing Boston. We're losing Gordon. Losing Mike Green. The team is cooked. I mean, we're losing our left tackle. So we're going to be filling a lot of players, a lot of starting positions with rookies this year. And we just missed winning a playoff game last year. So, you know, I'm just saying, I kind of know a thing or two about franchise. I don't know a thing or two about how bad Sim can be, but... Well, we actually do. That's kind of the joke. But, yeah, this would be pretty insane if this is the season we actually do well on. Do we have Morrison, so we're fine. We don't really need Kyler technically. But, yeah, let's get a draft going that will have way more rookies starting for us than I was hoping. New left tackle, which, I mean, I suppose you could probably move Langford over. And then you need... technically not a linebacker. We got Matthews. So, I mean, I suppose all you technically need is that left tackle. So not the worst. Do you maybe, like, this is going to be for sure the last season. I think, I'm not going to, I'm going to actually do this realistically. I know we traded the whole team away for a corner last year, which technically actually paid off big time because Morrison is now, like, full-on starter. Like, before, could have started Gordon. Now we have no choice. We're just going to draft somebody. Lineman-wise, I don't know. Well, let's get some future-proofing going, I guess. Alrighty, pick 24. Looking at some cornerbacks, because, of course, Johnson might be a cap casualty, or just a straight-up, like, a top 5 lineman, or just like a straight-up retirement regression kind of situation. 2 round ones with a 1 to 2, 2 to 3, so we can pretty much go to 24 and take whoever's there. End up finding who we like out of the 2 the most. Pretty sure I can't remember who it was. One of them has, like, a B... and A. So obviously we kind of have a choice between those. We'd want one over the other, but they're both there. So Faulkner, I think it might be Brock. Or maybe they're both good. I can't remember. I've already forgot. It was BB versus CA. All right, so they're both good. Who the hell do you want? BB is probably a little bit better, though. 6'2", very elite speed. Versus Brock, who's also 6'2", 22 years old as well. Pretty damn fast. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that Faulkner's the better of the 2. So that's who we're going to go with. Mr. Shaquem Faulkner. So we got True Town 11. Hidden Dev. I mean, we're getting lucky with the corners. I mean, we haven't really drafted any, but just like over the last week of rebuilds, we've been pretty lucky with corners. A lot of those corners in the past would have been like normal Dev. Top 5 guard, Potts. Does he actually look top 5? I mean, yes, but it's not like... I don't think that's generational top 5. Look at all these 1 to 2s. We can't do that. We got to just move down. We got to move down. If we move to 24 in the second, trade down to early 3rd, we can do what we did the other draft where we... I don't even know if you guys seen them. That might have been Season 2 draft. We can trade up using the extra we gained from the trade down. I think that's the smart move because we need quantity at this point, not just pure quality. We need as many hit-ins as possible at whatever position possible because we have gone broke. No matter what, though, this is the last season for sure. We're done. We have an extra 3rd. Oh, maybe I should have actually traded up. Oh, well. But yeah, we're done after this, especially if we don't, do the thing. Like, if we don't win a couple of playoff games. Oh, man. The fact that with this team, I'm going to have to show you guys the playoff games to be like, yeah, I'm not forcing any wins because that's how bad we've been is absurd. But here we are, pick 5 in the 3rd round. Probably going to move the second of those 3rd round picks up. I think the other one would be fine on its own. We want some height if we can. I mean, I like them all. Copeland's there as well. He's a really good man corner, I think. Was it? No, maybe it was Hurd. Maybe it was both. Was it? No, it was more of a safety. Okay, fair enough. Where are these linemen? Run blockers. What the hell? Excuse me. They actually all look pretty good. I think Joey Jackson looks the best, though. Joey Jackson. 44 true. Head and Dev. Let's go. Let's actually slow sim this a little bit. We might be able to land 3 linemen or maybe go for a linebacker or something like that. We're fine for a linebacker right now, but it's going to get pretty ugh. Trade a favorite round pick to move up 10 spots. We're holding on to 17 here in the third. Should be able to land a linebacker with that pick. We have one more 1 to 2 remaining, so that's what we're going to take. Mr. Daniel Herrera. Actually, probably looks better than Joey Jackson. He'll probably be the normal dev. Watch. Nope, hidden dev. We're cooking. We are cooking. And then the next 2 picks, we actually could go another lineman if we wanted to. I think this pick will be a linebacker, though. I don't even remember who the hell. I mean, I guess you got that 1 to 2 corner, but we got a corner now. We're fine. Go for one of these linebackers. Who looks the best? They all look pretty mid. I guess they're all pretty equal. I would actually argue that Pureman's probably the best. Let's look at the 40 time and then call it. I actually don't even know if I want to go for 40 because he's 21 as well. He looks the best, so it's going to be another regret. No, it's not. Okay, hidden dev. He's not that fast, but hidden dev is a W. And then I think, honestly, you trade these picks down because, you know, it's nice to future-proof, but at the same time, you get more value out of starting the players. So let's not just do that forever. This guy was pretty slow, wasn't he? We're taking a chance on an A-man coverage guy. The rest we're going to trade down for next year value. Hidden dev! All right. This is a great draft class. I mean, it doesn't necessarily help us, but it's not a bad draft class nonetheless. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Let's trade this down if we can. Go. Doubt we get a third, but the Bengals were probably pretty good, so maybe? Okay, that's a great trade. All right, we're done with this draft, and we have entered a 6th season, realistically, here. Technically, you guys only seen 4 as is, so I guess this is a 5th season, but trust me, we were 2-15. That's the reason why we got freaking Max Crosby, who, by the way, was not a good decision at all. Faulkner, Shaquem Faulkner, hidden development traits, 76 man, 78 zone coverage. Then we have Joey Jackson, ratings, pretty good. Did we even look at the dev? I mean, none of these guys are starters, so I guess it really doesn't matter to look at their dev, huh? Yeah, who cares? Dev doesn't matter when they're not even starting. The crowd that hates when I check the devs, you're welcome. I also honestly don't know if we even have enough money to sign free agent holes. That's very sus what I just said there. But I don't think we have enough money, honestly, to sign backups. Like, we're that in the hole here. Okay, we do have money. I lied. Do we go back to the Packers? I don't know. This is the team for the final season. One of these guys got to start at left tackle. I don't know who the hell it is. Probably Jackson, right? Jackson makes the most sense. Joey Jackson, 6'4". Pretty good pass blocker. Not the strongest dude, but completely forgot we just don't even have a left tackle. We left it, but really good draft there. We got some linemen. You got some, backups, corners set for the future. So, can we just put someone in? Maybe Herrera. I don't know why I just didn't auto fix that, but I guess right playing left tackle makes sense. I know, right playing left. I get it. But offense looks great, even with the loss there. Linebackers. Why the hell is Matthews not starting there? Okay, I got to fix that too. I didn't expect that. The thing to do is depth chart best available, and then you fix the team from there. But not going to be the case because for some reason a lot of those players just did not auto flip. You would have thought they would have though, but they didn't. Let's see these resigning. $70 million to resign a wide receiver, a DT. He's gone. Wood, honestly, considering it's linebacker, man, this team is cooked. So you basically have to say, okay, O-line is not that hard to get. We've got to let the O-line go. You absolutely pay Pritchard. And I guess you let Max Crosby go because he's about to be 34 anyways, and he's going to retire maybe even at 34, but at 35 almost guaranteed. So you keep Pritchard and Carmichael, if that. Oh, my Lord. It gets disgusting. And he still doesn't want it. That's ridiculous. I mean, you can almost argue replacing these guys too. We have $14 million left. Didn't even pay Pritchard. You have to replace a linebacker, a lineman, an edge rusher, a corner, a lineman, and I think there was one more lineman in there. Maybe not, but still, that's horrible. And the fullback's gone. Hey, we're 15-2. We got the bye week. We're 3 wins ahead of the very next team, the seed 2 Eagles. But yeah, really good season. Who did we lose to? Lost to the Jets and the Rams. I will say it's near the end of the season, so that could be a bad sign that we're kind of fizzling out. But we get the bye week, so I suppose it was worth at least doing one more season. Caleb had the best year of his career. I think we're still in the Chiefs scheme. I actually was going to go to the Packers. I completely forgot to. Pritchard kind of getting overtaken by Golden, sort of, because Pritchard had a better yards per catch. Odunze was great, though. 20 touchdowns. Blocking, yeah, kind of figured he'd have a bad season. Smiley, solid. Carmichael, really good. Crosby, 11. He's just not been great this entire thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, 11's good, but it's like he's getting outperformed by 2 players on his own team. You know, that's kind of bad. Caleb, MVP of the league. Great stuff there. Was that a bunch of offensive players? Yeah, 2 of them. 2 offensive players of the year. Best QB, best running back at 3, best wide receiver at 3, best O-line at 2, best D-line at 2 and 5 and 9. A lot of close calls. Not many wins, though. It's really just Caleb, and that's it. He kind of ran away with some awards, and that's about it. But here it is. For all the marbles. Can we even win a playoff game? I mean, the Super Bowl would be great. That'd be cool. But at least the playoffs. 1 win? That's all I asked for. We're lower overall than last year, but maybe so are the other teams. Maybe that's our angle. We even have the advantage of snow. This should be unlosable. I don't think anyone's ever said unlosable, by the way. 14-3. Buccaneers the field goal. Keep it 1 possession. We retake the 2 possession with the field goal. It's kind of a back and forth nothingness. Huge touch on there. That could be it. 24-12. Finally, a playoff win, dude. Oh, my. That is a long time coming. 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. Mayfield, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. Jeanty, 4 yards per carry, 1 touchdown, 60 yards. Jeanty, really good receiving game, 111 with 2 touchdowns. That's actually really impressive. Sacks, 2.5 for Crosby, 2.5 for Smiley. And then really no one else. I mean, you got Matthews with the blitz or whatever. Faulkner with a pick. Hey, nice. And that's it. Clean game. 34-12. Convincing playoff win. We're in the championship round already. Finally a playoff win. We're literally still negative in playoff win-loss ratio, which is ridiculous. Unless you want to count bye weeks, which I don't, because that's not winning. You get the right to not have to play a game, but you didn't technically win a playoff game either. As we're taking on the Vikings, who actually, I didn't even show it, won the last Super Bowl. They have won 2 Super Bowls in this thing. Unbelievable. I don't know what to tell you. But hopefully they don't win another one. Minnesota Vikings rivals, 13-4 versus our 15-2. We're a better team by 6 full overalls. All right, going to the end of the game. What do we got? 7-0, 7-3. Oh, Minnesota is scoring points right now. 21-10. They just can't stop scoring touchdowns. 28-10. This looks like an L to me. Looks like an L. Okay, I guess we should not have played another season. I guess the Bears are doomed. That's all I can tell you. We win a game, we get to the championship round, but that's it. No matter what. I mean, Caleb just completely sold the game. Just completely threw the game away. Unbelievable. I've never seen a failed rebuild quite like this one. Like, this is spectacular in fashion. 6 seasons, 1 playoff game, 1. 1 game, 2. We had more bye weeks than playoff wins in the playoffs. That's genuinely wild how unlucky we are. And we used some really good schemes, and it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Vikings might win 3 Super Bowls in this rebuild. I can't believe it. They actually might win 3 Super Bowls. I mean, they've already won 2. That's already a great feat. But 3 Super Bowls, the ultimate dynasty while we're in their division, as the way better team, mind you. And they do. They win 3 Super Bowls. They win back-to-back. That's crazy. That is genuinely absurd. That is wild. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna hop out of this one. You win, EA. You win. You always do, to be fair. Wow. I don't know. I'm speechless. Absolutely speechless. Jeanty, 99 overall, 27 years old. Is he about to be 28? And I think that is him at 27. Great juke move, spin move, change of direction. Pretty fast. Good break tackle, all that stuff. Looking good. Looking pretty good. Caleb Williams, 98 overall. 93 throw power. 88 D-backers. You got that D-backers up a little bit. Play action's pretty bad, but everything else pretty damn good. Then we have Pritchard, the 93 overall. Cam Pritchard. Deep route's not that great, but everything else is pretty damn good. 93 speed, you probably could get some deep routes in there and do some damage long range, but I suppose as a bigger dude, you don't mind the short, medium range aspect. Whereas Golden, very fast, so it makes sense that he'd be the deeper threat guy. Really good. Could be a number 2 easily, maybe even a number 1 in the league. What actually is he by overall? Let's actually see what his overall is. Probably in the top 30, right? Yeah, 30th across the board. Not bad at all. Let's take a look now at that tight end. Kelly, who just went to Superstar Dev, I believe. 86 overall. We have ourselves a Superstar tight end again, Scotty Kelly. Really good short and medium route. Not bad deep. Very good catching. Obviously, insanely athletic. Do we care about the offensive line? I'm trying to think. Do we care? I mean, I guess. We drafted and developed some pretty good players here, actually. Cam Grant, amazing pass blocking. Probably has some, like, running abilities. Yeah, I guess, to be fair, the abilities are pretty broad. They're pretty like, yeah, you're just going to block better. You're going to be a better blocker. That's pretty much it. Langford, another really good pass blocking guy with no finesse, no run stuff. You know, once again, I guess that one is pass block, in fairness. Pass protector. Gets a pretty good ability slot there. Sounds like very hard to beat. Then we have the defense. Take a look at the safety. Marquell Foreman, X Factor. Really good man and zone. Could play corner if you needed him to. What a freaking safety. We actually did pretty well in this rebuild with drafting and developing safeties. Graham's still super young. Obviously, he's got a contract year here, but still really good. 90 zone coverage, 90 speed. Looking great. Then we have the linebackers. Matthews, kind of the new man on campus. You're going to have to pay him too. I mean, this whole team needs to get paid. We just have no money to do so. I mean, our comp picks would be through the roof every year. We'd be drafting so many third-round picks. Third-rounders, technically fourth-rounders, start of the fourth. Terrence Wood, actually pretty balanced. I mean, not the best in block shed and coverage, but still pretty damn balanced nonetheless. Then we have the middle linebacker, Stutzman, 90 overall. Danny Stutzman. Block shed's pretty good. Coverage, though, oh my. Very bad. Very bad coverage. Let's take a look now at the D-line. Mr. Max Crosby, down to a 95 overall. Maybe his last year in the league. 95 is usually the cutoff point for most players. But he is a high overall, so maybe he sticks around a little bit longer. Then on the other side, we have Smiley, who actually was the best pass rusher on this entire team. 92 overall. I mean, basically maxed in all the pass rush, even block shed ratings. Then you have the defensive tackles. Carmichael, 92 overall. Rashard Carmichael. Very good power, finesse, and block shed. Then we look at the DT2, which is Dexter Lawrence, 88 overall. Jervon Dexter. That's, I don't even know who the hell I'm talking about here at this rate. Like, it's just, even with that freaking, that Rams rebuild, it's not DeMarcus Lawrence, it's clearly Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is just a dude. I don't know what to tell you. Morrison, 92 overall. Didn't really develop him ourselves, but he is good. Like, he is very good, very balanced, unbelievable, actually. Usually, especially these, you know, quote-unquote, non-real life people, you know, they're usually pretty one-sided, but no, he's balanced as hell. Jalen Johnson, obviously regressing hard, be letting him go for sure, which you have that backup that we just drafted. Did we even look at their devs? I don't even know, but we know he's in star dev. 80 overall Faulkner, Shaquem Faulkner, really good man, really good zone, press is good. It's pretty good players there. I think that's it, though. Did we draft any, like, I guess the punter's special, right? Tell me, this isn't a real-life player, right? Okay, it's not. That would have been pretty mean of me. He literally looks like a boulder. Like, he actually is a boulder on a neck. That's ridiculous. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. Unfortunately, just, I mean, by all accounts, for the most part, a failed rebuild. I guess not by all accounts. The roster building was not a failed rebuild, but the results, the success we had, or lack thereof, definitely failed rebuild category. Once again, more bye weeks earned than playoff wins. Packers scheme, Falcons scheme, Chiefs scheme, the Lions scheme itself, none of it worked. And I guess this team was doomed to fail. I don't know what to tell you. We could probably do this, 10 times in a row, and we'd maybe win a Super Bowl 8 times out of 10 in 5 years, but I guess this is that 1 or 2 times, unfortunately. Once again, though, hopefully, maybe with the crash out, whatever, you found some enjoyment out of this video, which if you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, appreciate continued support on the channel. Follow me at Jeromepkr, second channel PK Place, your non-Madden content. Had an Arkham City part 3, I think it is, on Friday. It might be a little while until we have another part, as once again, trying to get that relocation franchise going. Trying to, it's a lot of relocation teams and all that. I might end up having to just be like, okay, screw it, dude. We're just gonna do one team builder, especially since, like I said, I have seen a lot of franchises bug out, fail, ticker stuff, names, logos, stuff glitching out. I've heard some people say that it's been fine for them, but I don't know the details. Like, have they been playing long? Have they used teams that have already been in the game before? Like I know a lot of the team builder teams are actually just like, the Bisons and all that from previous Madden relocations anyways. But yeah, just from what I've seen, it's not been great. So I don't know if I want to commit to that or not, but I think I'm going to start trying, and whatever happens, happens. Honestly, we'll see. Regardless, the logo stuff is kind of the hardest stuff, right? Like trying to get unique logos and color schemes and all that. Names, locations, but yeah, appreciate all of you guys for watching. If you have a team you want to see next, I know that Jets are on the list, Texans, Patriots, all that kind of stuff. Let me know in the comment section below. Regardless, hopefully come back for next video, but until next video, see ya. And again, shout out to all of you members. I really, truly appreciate you a ton. For anyone out there that hasn't become a member and you're thinking about becoming one, click the join button next to the subscribe button. All the details will be in there. Of course, we had our members-only rebuild for the month of March. We have one every 15th, which was yesterday, of course. So check it out if you're a member already or you're thinking about becoming one. And yeah, remember or not, appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll probably be back on Tuesday with another rebuild, perhaps. Anyways, see ya.